Hello.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. Oh.
But I'm Jamal, so that's what he was really about to say. But
Yeah.
how's it going? Welcome to CastApod.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
We've made it to episode 4, and really just enjoying the day. Enjoying the day. But how was your day today?
Oh man, it was great. I had a day off. It is Friday. I
Beautiful.
did absolutely nothing but use an app on my phone. I've been using the Chromecast. Absolutely love the Chromecast.
Awesome.
So I'm using that and using an app on my phone called TV Portal. I've been watching and catching up on the Boondocks.
Nice. Nice. Very
Absolutely
nice.
love that show. So that's my day. So I laid down, cleaned up a little bit, and watched some TV.
Rest is necessary. Always. I
Always
mean,
necessary.
it's nice to have the
Hmm.
time to be able to take that, and that's what I'm hoping to do this weekend.
Yeah, man.
So
So
that
how
is
was how
beautiful.
was your week, or how was your day?
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, really, week. Yeah, I probably should have asked week instead of day, but I mean, we have it. But the week was good. It was good. A lot of changes at work. Got some new business. Excited about. Found out that actually some of the work that I've done has been measured to be pretty good. At least my contribution to we're working a clean room, so the 797 requirements. It looks as though we did pretty well. It meaning just the clean room standards.
Yeah.
Um,
I
the
had no idea what he was talking about.
indeed, indeed.
It's like, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah, man. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do. But it definitely was a that as well as I installed a rack. It took me a while the first time. Second time it took me a little bit less long, and according to the auditor, it did pretty well in comparison to other areas and other facilities
Hmm.
that weren't
And
really
what's a
able to do it.
rack?
Meaning in the back of a vehicle, the
Oh,
rack that would secure in placement our the cases that we put in for the
okay.
doses we deliver. So it yeah, just it was secure, and they're not used to seeing it secure. So I was very grateful to help.
Oh, that's awesome.
I figured it out.
So you did what you're supposed to do, and they liked it.
Yes,
That's good.
exactly, exactly. I was just like,
That's good.
ah, completion, solidarity, and meaning, and intent,
You were
and
doing your
results.
job. You were doing your job. That's awesome.
Yes. So yes, it was
Not many.
great.
It's funny because not many people can do their job. All
That's a can of worms.
right.
I
I'm not going to
decline
open
to
it. Wait.
comment. So yes, it's been a good week.
Good. Good.
It's been a very good week, and you know, so much stuff. Like when we first started talking, you were talking about the comet. Oh my gosh!
Let's go on to
Out
our
of
first
nowhere.
subject. On our first subject. Okay. The tonight. And what's supposed to be happening? Let me see. I'll have to scroll down the website here to find out the time. But there should be a meteor shower tonight. We are both nerds. We love stuff like this, space and everything out there. Um, but it's weird name. But here we go. It's at 209p linear. And Wikipedia pretty much says that it was discovered on February 3rd in 2004. But it's coming back around again. And let's see, it's May 23rd through 24th of 2014. And the times that we'll be able to see it, give me a second. I'm sorry, I'm scrolling. I'm looking on earthsky.org.
Oh,
That's where I'm checking it out.
for
But there it
sure.
is. The oh, sorry. Oh yeah, let's share it. Here we go, and you'll be able to see this. It is the peak of the shower is predicted from May 23rd through 24th, 2014. Models suggest that the best viewing hours are between 6 and 8 UTC on May 24th. And because we're in the Eastern Time Zone, we're here in Richmond, Virginia. That's between 2 and 4 a.m. Eastern Time. And that could be 1 to 3 a.m. Central Time. So I mean, I look forward to all these types of things. I absolutely love
I love them.
anything that has to do with space, and I just want to look into the sky. Hopefully, it's a clear night tonight that we can look up into the sky and actually see what's going on up there. But it's a meteor, and I was here we go. Some more nerd fact for you. I was listening to NPR, and that's how I found this out. But it's a right.
Radio.
But it's either I don't exactly know the difference between a comet or a meteor, but I want to say that it's a comet that's breaking up, and I'm guessing that is, I don't know if you know, but a comet, once it breaks up, it turns into meteors, but I have no idea.
Once it enters the atmosphere.
Yeah, once it enters the atmosphere, it becomes a meteor? Okay.
Yes.
And that's when it burns up. So, East Coast, hey, we'll be able to watch it at 1 to 2 in the morning. I'm going to stay up and watch it. I absolutely love stuff like that.
I'll watch I typically don't catch many meteor showers. Like, if I catch something, it seems to be random. I see shooting stars, I don't want to say regularly, but it's not so much of a surprise, even though there won't be any type of shower around or planned.
Right.
But I definitely love trying to catch these. Normally, I mean, the fact that it's going to be in decent time frame where I might be able to actually catch it, very exciting. So.
Man, I was so sad because the last two big things that have happened that we're able to see on the East Coast, I wasn't able to see because there were storms or clouds. Yeah. The last event was the blood moon. Totally missed that. Didn't get to see it. Stayed up. I only got to look at photos on YouTube or whatever. And the other thing was, what was it? It was the space shuttle launching from Chincoteague. Yes. Missed that too. It was I looked at the wrong time and I was off by like 30 minutes and missed that event. So I could have gotten to see a spaceship go into space. I've never gotten to see that. People at Cape Canaveral, I'm jealous of you.
Indeed. In Virginia, let's remind everyone,
it's in Virginia.
We're
in Virginia.
The fact that it's, not necessarily offshore, but within the bay in actual Virginia heart of, it's so cool. We can actually say that Virginia is a part of the space industry.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
All right, cool. You want to hit up our next subject here? How about this?
Oh, yes.
Speaking of space.
Yes, what is it? X-35B. Really, it's one of those not so secret test flight programs that the government or the Air Force is commissioning from, I believe, Lockheed Martin. Boeing, sorry. My bad. The main thing is that it just completed a tour of 500 days. Or, I'm sorry, it was over 500 days in orbit.
It was over 500 days in orbit. It took off on December 11th, 2012.
Yes. See that, and it's had several flights like that, or several different versions. And what it looks like is the next real... let's see, hold on. Yes, the next run will actually be with the next model of the ship. So it looks like they're going with the design, and something is a little odd about it. I feel as though it is almost absolutely some new technology that they would be testing. They're scaling up.
Yeah, and the weird thing about it is, here, we'll show you a picture of it here. This is what the ship looks like. And we'll share that with you. That's what it looks like. The X-38, it's an orbital test vehicle, and that's from 2010, that picture that you're seeing there. So I don't know what to think of that. The reason why we're being really vague about it is because no one knows what it's for.
Yeah, the information is vague. Yes, there is no secret note on the side that says, actually, this is what we've been doing the whole time.
Yeah, and to let you know, this is the third vehicle they've put into space. So that's the third one they put into space, but nobody knows what it's for. It's just been orbiting the Earth for 500 days. Why? I don't know.
Yeah,
we can only speculate. And what I'd like to speculate is aliens.
Yes. Long-term visit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, no, I just went off a tangent there.
But I guess that's the fun of it all. I mean, you hear all of these things. I mean, just as a side note to give reference from my perspective, I was a big fan of Stargate. So having secret government programs, and then I think a couple like a year ago or so, I saw that there actually was a space command within the
Yeah,
military.
there is a
that had
U.S.
very
Space
similar
Force.
emblem as what was on Stargate. So I mean,
There is
it's
such
very
thing as a
cool.
U.S. Space Force. So
Yes, so it's very cool. It's incredibly cool. So
mhm.
I love that type of speculation because we just don't know. There's, for some reason, the people in control, I guess you say, the governing bodies,
Yeah, sure.
believe that we do not need to know. So that's
Hey,
what they
I
think.
guess we don't need to know.
Right.
But I would like to. I mean, that's our our money going towards that.
In theory, we're not asking for a receipt per se.
Yeah,
but
whatever. I know it costs billions of dollars.
yeah. But we're just saying.
I want to know
Generally,
what's going
that direction, this direction. So give us a compass.
But I find it interesting. I love space stuff. So we had to start off with a meteor shower, and then now we got to talk about the spaceship
Interwebs.
that no one knows what the heck it's for. So
yes, the mystery ship.
Mystery ship.
It's not Mystery Science Theater 2000. It is more so space cases.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you ever see that?
No, I
never
didn't.
talked about that.
Mm-mm.
Nickelodeon show. Space cases.
Is this a new show or is it an old show?
Very old. Very old. So old I can barely find it on YouTube or the internet.
Oh wow.
I'm not even sure if I
So when we were kids.
Yes, very much so. And it was just a space show. That's the only connection. Okay. So, yes, looking into what else might be a little more closer to home that might affect our daily life, we find well, actually, there's a much better segue, including how the need to know and the classification.
Oh, yeah, and not knowing what's going on.
Absolutely.
Talking about that, let's segue right on into
Edward Snowden. All right.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's an NBC News exclusive with
Mr. Brian Williams.
Yes. The videos. It's a cold, dark night. But he has an exclusive interview with Mr. Edward Snowden, and yes, it's pre-recorded.
So
it'll air on May 28th, 10 p.m. Eastern, on what I assume is just NBC everything. I'm sure they'll have it on every channel.
Right.
I'm sure that's a nice, healthy boost to ratings.
Yeah, so I
don't watch much TV,
again.
But I'm gonna watch that.
Again, we're sorry, we don't have much information on this. This is all that we have.
Well, even according to the article on Engadget that we're reading, it's even showing that after we share it here.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, all they're saying is that it's revealing.
And
they don't say anything else about what it actually covers. The main thing though is that they must have gone to Russia. There must be some reason for this interview to be granted. These type of news channels, they may bid on the right or the opportunity to do this type of interview, but it really boils down to this is no mistake that this is out of nowhere.
Yeah. That is, and it's crazy because as we were talking earlier, I had no idea that Russia had books. If you were looking at that, I'm sorry. I'm joking. I know they had books, but they had to have gone. NBC had to have taken Brian Williams to Russia.
Yes.
So I mean, it looks like it should be rather interesting. I'll be looking out for this, and hopefully we can do a podcast about it and talk about it.
Absolutely.
But also it's going to be an hour-long session that involves Snowden media ally. It's going to have Glenn Greenwald. I don't know why. I always get tongue twisted when I say his name. Glenn Greenwald. Say that 5 times fast. Glenn Greenwald. They're going to be talking with them, so it's an hour-long interview. We don't know. I just wonder how much is going to be cut, what can be talked about.
Yeah, you almost get the feeling that if it's pre-recorded to this point, being today is only May 23rd, it's such an implication. I hate to say it, but it's an implication that they had to get certain things approved, as though someone was reviewing it, doing edits.
Of course, yeah.
I mean,
they're an in-your-face kind of news people like CNN. I'm pretty sure they just don't put anything on there without review.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I remember that even we showed it or listened to it maybe on a previous podcast. The news channels, the local news stations, saying the exact same thing. I think it
Oh
was,
yeah.
or 2
Yeah,
or
that was,
10.
yeah.
You know, and it's things like
Goodness.
that that kind of
If you've
let you
never seen
know.
that, if you've never seen that, just go on YouTube and look up Conan's 1 or 2 or 10. It's like a video of these people, like all of the local news channels across the United States, saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah, like they all got
It's
the
crazy.
memo.
Yeah, everyone got the
Did you
memo.
get that memo?
So we don't know how much is going to be in this. I don't know if they're going to reveal anything that's new, or if they're just going to recap. We'll see. Hopefully, there's some new stuff.
Yes, it should be interesting. And I still haven't even really watched the previous interviews that, I didn't watch the one from South by Southwest.
Right.
He just recently did another one, not for TED, but for another something academic related, I think, or a conference maybe. But essentially, I haven't seen those, so I'm a little. The previous venues have absolutely been something that you would not consider standard news outlet.
Yeah, they wouldn't be. South by Southwest, it's about music.
Exactly.
Not about something that Edward Snowden has to say or reveal or anything like that. So
right. So
yeah.
Indeed.
So going along the lines again of stuff that that is kind of secretive. It's not really secretive, but people are talking about it. We want to talk about the FCC and net neutrality. This is something that everyone needs to know about. Here, we'll show you a screenshot here of what we're looking at. Give us a second here. There we go. Net neutrality 101. We're looking at the website. We're looking at Save the Internet. And to just explain to people what net neutrality is, here, let me grab that. What net neutrality is. Okay. I'm just going to be reading kind of verbatim here from SaveTheInternet.com, and it's /net neutrality 101. The internet is designed as an open medium. The fundamental idea since the internet's inception has been that every website, every feature, and every service should be treated without discrimination. That's how bloggers can compete with CNN or USA Today for readers. That's how up-and-coming musicians can build underground audiences before they get their first top 40 single. That's why when you use a search engine, you see the list of sites that are closest to your closest match to your request, not those that are paid the most to reach you. Discrimination endangers our basic internet freedoms. So, I mean, this is something that I think everybody should get on board with. It's a scary thing. You have to think, what if you wanted to get on? I mean, it's already happened with Netflix and between Netflix, Verizon, and Comcast. They slowed the Netflix speeds. I don't know if you guys out there use Netflix. I know we both do.
Absolutely.
I use Netflix all the time. But during peak hours, it would just pixelate, slow down, all kinds of weird stuff.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt, but that was part of my issue. It wasn't just with peak hours for me.
Oh, really?
It was during the day. I mean, I get off typically about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming home by 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'm home and I'm just watching, House of Cards or something simple, and buffering.
Yeah,
literally buffering.
So weird.
And, I mean, not that I superload my internet, but I will. Okay, this is funny. I'll go upstairs, go on YouTube, go on the computer, go on my phone. I'll go to a lot of other things that just are not Netflix, and absolutely, it's the only thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is insane. So we're gonna have to pay for it. We have to pay for it.
We will have to. The thing is, it's not good for anybody. We, the consumers, the people that are paying for internet, the ones that want to watch Netflix, that want to, get on YouTube, watch certain videos. We're going to be the ones that end up really paying for it, for those feeds, because what companies are going to do is that they're going to pay the ISPs. They're going to pay the ISPs, the internet service providers. They're going to pay them for faster speeds, which means the cost is going to go trickle down to us, and that's not.
And
fun.
I can't blame them for that, even, because it's not right. I mean, you get a feeling when you see them doing that, when they're taking something that is open and closing it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the opposite of what the internet is supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to get on, take a look at what we want to, and not have it slowed down.
If it comes to it, I really, if all this stuff keeps going the route that it's going, there will be another internet.
Yeah, there will be.
There will be a different form of it that
there will be.
that people will put together. I think that this is one of those fights that they're going to try. They're going to try, and maybe they will win in this venue, but what is it? Can't stop the signal, right?
Yeah.
So I really think that it's an unfortunate turn of events, but for some reason I'm encouraged. I have
yeah, I'm totally encouraged as well. But the sad thing is that if this actually goes through, the sad thing is that people like us, if we wanted to come out and do a video, it's going to be slower. It's going to buffer. It's not going to come up as fast as anything else would. Like, say, people like, I don't know, NBC, CNN, or something like that. If you want to pull up a website, it's just going to pop right up. Or Yahoo or Google. We don't have the money to pay these people to make our stuff run faster, whether we're on Blogger or Twitter or whatever it could be.
Absolutely.
So, or even future things that could come out, like innovations, inventions. What if there's something else like Netflix that wants to come out?
What if there was, just think about it like this. What if Twitter had to pay more to be accessed as a website by individuals?
Yeah, it's going to be subscription fees.
So think about it like that. The open signal, the free forum for discussion, forums in general, just a medium to communicate and discuss, being shut down. I mean, think about it in parallel. I mean, it's almost like saying no more book clubs.
Yeah.
You know, we don't need you congregating.
Yeah.
How about this church thing? How attached to it are you?
Yeah.
You know,
you gotta pay. You're gonna have to just pay a fee to get in.
That's all. That's all. Just
a little fee. It's okay. It's all right.
I mean, it's not much. I mean, what do you got? Something to hide? Wait, what are you in there talking about?
Yeah.
You know, so it's not really it's not a long term.
Yep. And also we're looking on Vice, and kind of a funny thing that happened with it is that just to show the FCC really what this means. It says NeoCities creator Cal Drake says the FCC, if it wants to remove the throttle by paying $1,000 a year, they put a throttle on the FCC's website down to 28.8 kilobits per second. It's dial-up modem speeds.
Original dial-up. I mean,
yeah, not even 56. Not even
post 14.4, but I mean 28.8 kilobytes per second.
Before 56K.
Yeah, like
you got to think when you want to pull up a picture and it went.
Yes, yes.
If you can ever remember that, I don't know how many of you out there can remember that, the dial-up speeds, but they're doing this just to show them what this could potentially do. So scary thing. We'll see what happens with it. Hopefully, the FCC will come up with something that will rule in the people's favor. In everyone, in the whole world, or not really the whole world. This is just the United States. So.
But just to mention something else, I feel like I should mention even more often than I do. But just like what the Wolf Pack is looking at, WOLF-PAC.com, or .org. Sorry, but essentially what they're doing is taking money out of these things. Excuse me, when you have all the leadership of the FCC, which is an organization out of the government, when all the leadership was lobbied for the rights and privileges of these organizations before moving to the FCC where they make the laws, that is a clear conflict of interest. And when money is exchanging hands, which of course is not illegal in the U.S., it is completely legal unless it is really literally in a briefcase and passed to an individual. It is completely legal. It's my understanding. I'm no lawyer. I'm not a professional in this, so look it up yourself. But unless it is literally in a briefcase and passed to an individual to say for this purpose, then it's not illegal. So it is completely okay. And according to the current members of Congress and Supreme Justices, the way it works, how Congress is compensated for enacting laws and regulations in favor of the lobbyists who pay them, they said that's what's appropriate. So we can't be mad at the system. We just have to figure out if we agree with it. We gotta fix it. Either we agree with it or we don't. Either we do something about something we don't agree with, or we let it be. How important to you is it? Apparently, increasing my Netflix subscription so that they can corner the market on internet bandwidth, just because these internet service providers just so happen to be the same ones providing the direct competition, which in theory would be, a conflict of interest once again.
Yeah.
Like, antitrust laws you expect to address maybe.
Yeah.
So I think it's it's the way it's made to work. So like I said, either you get it changed or you let it be.
What will you choose?
Yes.
On a lighter note, a game that I have been waiting for months is coming out on I want to say May 27th, 28th, in that range. Watch Dogs by Ubisoft. Been waiting and waiting and waiting on it. I'm ready to play this game. We're going to show you guys a video here. It's on YouTube. But we just want to be able to show you kind of what this game is all about. It's a neat game. I can't really explain it.
The easiest way to do it is to show the trailer. It's just to show you. That's what it comes down to, and it is I'll admit this. The thing about the game to me is that it just seems too real.
Like, it seems like it can happen.
Well, I haven't seen anything from the game so far to show that it would not only be possible, but fairly simple thing to do. I mean, the power grid can be hacked easily. So I mean, I feel like someone could Google this type of stuff and have the same.
Whatever just happened. Sorry, we had a video ready for you. It's actually from the Watch Dogs YouTube channel. So
that said,
we'll stop talking. Hey,
no,
check it out.
We're gonna keep talking. This is an awesome.
You don't trust me. There's nothing I can do.
For those listening, there's like a sprinkle of awesome with some Dark Knights.
Yeah.
Motorcycle, must be cool guy. Ooh, Lambo, flying through the air.
I'm looking at the network as we speak. Back in. Open world action adventure game set in Chicago. A hyper-connected
Set in Chicago.
Set in Chicago. Hey, hey.
From the skyscrapers of Mad Mile to the calm countryside of Pawnee, explore all of each of Chicago's 6 unique massive districts.
Why? Maybe I should wait. No, I'm not. Y'all need a deal to get on Parks and Rec. That's too ideal. The show is okay, so it's decent. Hey, they should fake a contest to be for a city, and then they actually win. You know, get the game.
So you carry around a cell phone, and you have to hack these access points into the city, and you can get into cell phones, cameras, cars, anything that's electronic, you can get into it.
To hack into CTOS from your cell phone to gain access into anyone's digital life. Use over 60 different skills and powerful hacks to access bank accounts, personal data, sensitive secrets, and more.
Turn on someone's webcam. That's crazy.
Right,
that really
yeah,
happens.
You can turn on the webcam.
That's totally possible.
Hacking into webcams.
Today.
Manipulate every aspect of the city infrastructure to your own ends. Disrupt traffic. Cripple communication. Or simply flip the city's off switch with one massive blackout. Use your hacking abilities for good.
I wonder how often you could really do that before they build a workaround.
Trace criminal activities and intervene.
Man, it's probably been possible for like 20 years.
Stop illegal convoys from reaching their destination. Or infiltrate organizations to stop Chicago's most dangerous criminals. But beware, every decision influences your citywide reputation, and you never know who's watching.
Do not approach the suspect. He is considered armed and dangerous.
Oh, that sucks.
In the hyper-connected city of Chicago, your personal connections can be just as important as your digital ones. You'll need good friends to protect yourself from great enemies. Meet Clara Lil, a fellow hacker who is as dangerous as she is seductive.
I'm about to open a world.
She's the hardcore spider you never saw coming.
It's like it's the Matrix or something.
Yeah. Red pill.
And you're exactly
The
as
blue
I
pill.
expected.
Hi. Who are they? This
Right.
is Jordy Chin.
I heard that this voice actor for this,
Uh-huh.
for that character,
Disappear or an enemy to
made makes the game seem so real,
Really?
almost on his own. So I look forward to
Yeah,
seeing
check
it.
that out.
Look at the pizza guy before they open it all the way. He opens the door of this month. There's a chain right there. I slip him in and snip, and guess what? It's not the pizza guy.
And then there's T-Bone. Clever, resourceful, pyromaniac. T-Bone plays by his own rules.
Corporate espionage, crooked cops, big explosions, honey. We can't all be pretty in this game.
But not everyone in Chicago is as helpful. Take Iraq, a seasoned war vet who knows the battles of the future will be won through technology. He's also the ambitious leader of the Black Viceroy gang.
The cost of a business. Who do you think's going to win between you and business?
At the top of Chicago's criminal network is Lucky Quinn.
Oops,
He's
sorry.
fought for everything he controls, and he's still fighting.
Experience has taught me not to be manipulated, not to back down.
In the world of watchdogs, your obvious enemies aren't your only one. Another player can always be lurking beside your game, blurring the line between single and multiplayer. Contracts can be placed on your head, inviting other online players to invade your single-player game to try and hack you. They reach your network, you can run.
Cool. This video is like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, that's
So
part
get
of
inside
that.
it. You get the idea.
Yeah, that's part of that learning as you go, because I didn't think at all to look at that, how long
Yeah.
it was, but an
Super
extra
long.
10 minutes,
Oh, hey, it switched over already.
Yes.
So, yeah, that game is. We've been looking forward to that game for a while.
Absolutely. And even if we want to get on I mean, technically it comes out for the PS3 also, but
Mhm.
it is,
PS4, PS3.
it's another one of those games where I feel is almost to the point where I would want to play it in the format on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am actually
For the graphics too, and the frames per second on it.
Yes, but I'll say, to go back, to take it back to my little baby, I can't wait to play Dragon Age Inquisition. I feel as though they're making it for a next-gen console,
Mhm.
and that is what I would best experience it on. And it's exciting as far as I can see. It is involved. The fact that the game looks to almost be fully playable in certain areas.
Mhm.
Just the ability to walk around, to
It
interact
looks
with the
it looks like a
environment.
huge game. It looks like a massive game.
Appropriate. Just so you know, I'll get an RPG and I'll play it for like 6 years. So I may play other stuff, and I likely will play other stuff unless I go through periods like this over the last year where I haven't had any time
Mm-hmm.
to really get into new games. But I mean, I just started a new game of Dragon Age 2.
Oh wow!
My students keep
You went
telling
back.
me, yeah,
You went
and,
back.
I keep telling my students I never have time to play, and then I was like, all they're gonna say is, "You just play some, just go ahead and play some." So I did start it. I turned it on, started the game, and I haven't seen it since. So I played it one time in a week. So success.
Success.
Maybe
You played
over the
video
long
game.
weekend I could do it. Yes.
I think the last game I played was called
Great.
Fizz. It was done by indie game developers. Two guys that live in, I want to say they live in Canada, but the game is fantastic. It's too much to explain. You should go out and check it. It's called Fizz, F-E-Z. It's on PS4. I want to say it's on the Xbox, maybe. I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know. But yeah, but cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, really, the best things that we have here are space, a lot of new regulation, a few different cool things that we're looking forward to, and I think that's what it all boils down to. We're looking forward to things.
We're looking
happy.
forward.
Yes.
That's always a good thing. We're looking forward.
Trying to do better each
Yeah.
time. each time you see us.
Even better than I was the last time.
Baby.
Thank
Thank you for joining us.
you guys.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you for stopping in and watching CastApod. See ya.
Bye.
Peace.